this is Joliane and welcome again in my kitchen. So today I wanted to talk to you about the Vitamix and the Blendtec and basically my experience with both. And hopefully that helps you to make a better decision when it's the time to get a good high-speed blender. So just hold on a minute while I share this. Hey, hi Tony, how are you? I'm sharing the post right now on my personal page. If you think that people can benefit from this video, please share as well on your side. Okay, so, and it's shared. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So today, I'm going to talk about my experience with both, and then I'll do a test with both. And I will be able to answer your question. So, first of all, I wanted to say that in the beginning, I got the Blendtec, the Blendtec. In the beginning, I got the Blendtec because I researched both of them, and I couldn't decide. In the beginning, it was hard to make a decision. So I read all the, oh, happy Thanksgiving, Tony. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. So I went ahead and went with the Blendtec because I saw good reviews and I actually saw videos of people comparing them both. One of the other reasons why I got the Blendtec is because I was scared of going with the blade and kind of hurting my finger while I wash it. So this one is not a sharp blade. It's just a thick blade and you can't really hurt yourself with that. But on the other hand, it doesn't cut as much as a very sharp blade. So now I really see the difference. So the Vitamix has a more sharp blade, and obviously you don't want to put your fingers there. But the good thing is that you can actually wash it by just putting like a squirt of soap, putting water, and then you just start it, and then it washes around the blade. So you don't really need to scrub the blade at some point. You do have to be careful though with the Blendtec because you don't want to get water in that area. I did have some leaks in the past, and I'm going to be honest with you because I had to replace this part because the water came in there and then it started to smell very bad in the kitchen. It was like burnt, and then the liquid kind of got into the engine. So they do say at Blendtec to be careful and not put any water at the bottom of the jar. Whereas if you see any Vitamix demonstration, they just put like there's water everywhere and it's fine because the water is never going to get in there. So one of the other reasons why I got the Blendtec was because it's like half the price of the Vitamix. So I thought, you know what, if the Blendtec has some good reviews, then I should be able to put it off. So Tony, you have the Vitamix and you love it. Yeah. Once you go with a Vitamix, it's pretty hard to be satisfied with any other blender. The Vitamix is pretty much the deal. So I've had the Blendtec for, I think, about 4 years, 3 or 4 years, it's hard to count. And I had to change the jar twice. Once or twice. See, now I'm forgetting. Once or twice because it was leaking through the bottom. There was a part here which has plastic or the one before had plastic or something, and it was leaking from the bottom, and like it was a slow leak that I couldn't really see, but that was going in the engine. So once I realized that was happening, I contacted Blendtec and they had to send me a new jar. A few months after, then the engine blew off because that liquid went inside the middle part. So I had to change the engine of this one. And the jar, see, the one, when I bought it, it came with the little, they call it the wild side jar, which is very nice because you can actually do like very small portions. If I do a little smoothie just for my daughter, I can use this one. But this jar, I had to send it back as well because it was leaking as well from the bottom. So I had great customer service. It was shipped pretty fast. The first time that I had to return that the jar was leaking, it was shipped from USA and the engine as well. So it took more time, and once it got here, I had to pay duties. Once, so I paid the bill, the duty bill, and then I sent it back by email and said, listen, your part is defective. I'm not paying duty for this. So they said, no problem. So they sent me back, they refunded me the fees of sending a new one. So customer service was great. It's just when it came to the power of the engine, when I was doing like butternut squash soup, just like the one I made this week, the engine said like overheated. So a few times I had to actually grab the engine and then bring it outside, like in the winter in the cold, to cool off the engine because it was overheating. So especially in the holidays or around Thanksgiving when you're cooking a lot and preparing a lot of food, it was disappointing that I had to wait in between batches of stuff that I was making because the engine was actually overheating. So this is my experience. It is a good blender. I have made raw vegan cheeses with this blender. I have made a lot of almond milk with this blender. I made lots of smoothies. I have lots of raw soups. I mean, it's a very good high-speed blender, but if you do compare it to the Vitamix, it's hard to compare because the Vitamix is so much more powerful. Like at any time, the engine never really overheated on this one, and if it did, it would stop by itself. And the engine is so much powerful that in order to get things, and the blades are so much sharper that in order to get blended very smooth, you don't have to blend it as long. So the engine doesn't overheat as much as the Blendtec. And one of the things that the Vitamix is pretty, like you can't do that with the Blendtec, is ice cream. So I make banana ice cream, or hey, Ellie's speaking too. So I make banana ice cream with the Vitamix. You can never do that with the Blendtec. Like I would have to use the food processor. The ice cream just on itself, it's worth it. Because if you think about the price difference between the Blendtec and the Vitamix, it is more, but if you think about all the vegan ice cream that you would have to buy, how much more expensive that would be at the grocery store than actually making that. And that just in a year, you benefit from the price difference. Yeah, I do make a lot of ice creams. I make banana ice cream and mango ice cream. Even did jackfruit ice cream at some point, or durian ice cream. So, get a monkey. And yes, so what's great also with the Vitamix is that you have this temper. So whenever you're doing thick stuff, you can push it down. Where a few times when I was using the Blendtec and I was seeing people making recipes and pushing with the temper, I'm like, I wish I could push something down to the blade, but it actually, it wouldn't be good to do that because you can actually get your spatula on the blade, and that wouldn't be a good idea. So yes, that little monkey is Ellie, my little daughter. So Ellie's my little assistant, and we're actually gonna make a smoothie now. So Ellie, why don't you come here on your chair? Okay, and then we're gonna make this smoothie. And so today what I'm gonna do is make the same smoothie. I'm gonna measure the exact same quantities so that you can see the difference between both. The sound might be different. The sound is different. The Vitamix is a lot less loud than the Blendtec, but I did realize that when I do a live, and last time when I did the soup with the Vitamix, it kind of cut off the sound. But anyway, it's good because obviously it's not very pleasant to hear the sound of the blender on the live. But I will do with both, and then you'll see the time difference in order to get the same consistency. And yes, and that's pretty much it. Now, what I wanted to say is so when I picked the Blendtec in the beginning, I said, you know, I'll just get the Blendtec for now because it's half the price of the Vitamix. I'll try it, I'll see it, and eventually if I want to, I'll get the Vitamix later on. Now, I wish I didn't do that. I wish I would have got a Vitamix right away, because at the end of the day, if you think about it, in the last few years, I got those two blenders, right, in 4 or 5 years. If I would have got the Vitamix right away, I wouldn't have spent the money on the Blendtec. So I would just go right away to the Vitamix. If you are eating a lot of healthy food and raw soups and making your own dressings and want to do nice creams, basically when you are eating healthier, the Vitamix is a very, very, very good option. And before getting the Vitamix, I did research as well to make sure that I was getting the right model. Now, there are, like Tony, you said you have the Vitamix 5200. The Vitamix, it's hard to compare with the numbers and the names because depending on the store, they have different names. If you get it from Costco, they have different names, whether you get it from a big store, what have you called it, department store, they have their own names. Then on the Vitamix website, they'll have their other names. So it's hard to see which one's which. So my tip to know which one is that if you look at this one right here, you have the dial here with all the numbers of the speed. And see, Costco sells the tall jar and the wide jar. They sell both. So it's hard, again, to see which one's which, but I'll explain this one. So this one has all the speeds right there. And then here you have 3 presets. So, okay, Ellie, can you put that away for now? Mommy's just doing the video right now, okay? You're gonna be a good assistant. So this one has 3 presets. So here is like the hot warm soups. Here in the middle is like an ice cream or slushy kind of thing. And here on top is liquid, like smoothies and stuff. And then on this side is to start and stop. And then this side is to pulse. And you have a little button right here to turn it on off. So it's good in case you leave the button there and you have kids around and stuff. Now, this one with the presets, that's how you can see if it's the newer version or the other version. Because the people from Vitamix, when I saw roadshows at Costco, they were telling me that the one with the presets is the newer engine, which is more quiet and which is more powerful. Yes, Vitamix is definitely the most expensive well, maybe not the most, but one of the most expensive blenders. But it's such a great machine, and I would rather have a Vitamix in my kitchen than having like an oven or a microwave and all that stuff. So this machine does so many things that you don't, the investment is worth it. But then again, that's why in the beginning I went with the Blendtec, because the Blendtec was more affordable, and it's still a high-speed blender, so it still can do raw vegan cheeses, and it can still do sauces, dressing, smoothies, and raw soups. 1 minute, Ellie, okay? Can you go on your chair, please? Okay, so here, so the people at the roadshow at Costco, they were showing me the difference, how to tell which one's which engine. Now, the white jar, because this part is wider, they were explaining to me that they won't sell the white jar with the old engine, because the old engine wouldn't be powerful enough to blend with the white jar. And you can still use the tall jar on this engine, because this is the most powerful engine. When it comes to the size of the jar, like if you go with the wide or the tall jar, the wide jar can go underneath kitchen cabinets, depending on the height that you have, but most of them. And the white jar is easier to kind of go scrape the stuff out from the bottom. When you compare it to the tall jar, it's the first jar that they did, and it is a little bit too tall to put on the kitchen cabinets, and it's a little bit harder to get the stuff there. But on the positive, the tall jar, you can actually do smaller batches. So here, if I would want to use this for a raw vegan cheese, I'd have to make like a double or triple batch in order to get all the mix to be blended very well, because otherwise it'll just stick at the bottom. So you have to make a bigger batch. Oh, thanks for all the hearts. Thanks for all the hearts. Just post any questions, huh? Now is the time, because I've got experience with both. And if you think people might benefit from this video, please share or tag your friends below this in the comment section. This is the disadvantage of this bigger jar, is that you can't do very small batches. So when it comes to smoothies, it's fine, because even if I do a smoothie for Ellie, let's say I don't feel like having a smoothie and I want to just make a little one, I will just put the minimum to get it blended. Or if I do a little bit more and she's not drinking the whole thing, I'll pour the leftovers into popsicle molds, and she's gonna have popsicle smoothies for another day. So I find I'm able to make it work. And same thing, if you're making salad dressings or anything, you'd have to make a bigger batch, and then that salad dressing can be in the fridge for 2-3 days, or you can even, depending on what you use as ingredients, you can actually freeze it and then thaw it later. Yes, so the Blendtec, this was very convenient because it came with a small jar. That's not the wild side. This is the wild side. This one, I forgot the name of this jar. But that jar was convenient because it's small. And I still used it recently because I had to make a super, super small batch of like pesto or something. But most of the time, I've had the Vitamix now since Mother's Day. So let's just say it's about 6 months. And in the last 6 months, I'm not using the Blendtec. Now, I did repurpose my Blendtec because I didn't want to put it to waste or anything. I'm using my Blendtec because I'm for herbs, dried herbs. So if I want to make like capsules, and so I make my herb blends. I pulse it so that it's fine powder, and then I can encapsulate it myself. The reason why I don't want to do that in the Vitamix is that there are actually herbs that are super like rocks, like little rocks, and that can actually damage the inside of the jar. So that's what I'm using now with the Blendtec. But otherwise, I'm using both to show you now in this video. You're welcome. I'm very happy to share my experience with both. And I'm very happy to help anyone who might be looking for getting a high-speed blender and doesn't know which one to get. So if the question is if there's no question about money or investment, go straight with the Vitamix. That way, you know, this is a powerful engine. It'll last you a very long time. It has an amazing warranty, amazing customer service, amazing reputation. It does the work, and just for the ice cream, I'm sure you can use that. The price that you would spend on ice cream or vegan ice cream in a year, this is going to be like, in the first year you're going to be benefiting, and it would be a great investment. If money is a question and you're wondering whether to get the Vitamix or Blendtec, I would say still look into Vitamix, but maybe refurbished, or maybe getting the older version without the presets. And there's actually a version which is just high speed, low speed, on and off, which is, I believe, could still be more powerful than the Blendtec, because don't forget that the blades are sharper, and the engine, I think, must be more powerful, because I have been overheating this engine very easily in the past. Okay, Mommy's gonna fix your hair right after. Now we're gonna do a smoothie. So Ellie, why don't you help me? What kind of smoothie do you want? Raspberry. Okay, we're gonna do raspberry banana smoothie. So you're gonna see with both. I'm gonna put the same ingredients and the same amount of liquid so that you can see the difference. So I'm gonna start with 2 cups of coconut water. It's okay. So in the back, you can hear my daughter, Ellie. And we did 2 cups of coconut water in this one as well. And then I'm gonna put, those are giant bananas. See, they're nice and ripe with spots on them. That means they're super easy to digest. They're sweeter and creamier instead of being starchy. So that's how you want to eat your banana. Or I should say bananas. So here, and then this one right here. If you have any questions, please comment. I will be happy to answer any of them about the Blendtec and the Vitamix. Ooh. Okay, we're running out of raspberries, so we're gonna do cherries. Is that heavy? Cherries. So I'm gonna put the exact same quantities because I want to show you the difference. So let's just say that's roughly the full cup. Oops. Okay, let me just put one more in here. That way it's even. It looks like it's a little bit more liquid than usual. So, cherry. What else would be good with cherry? No, I did put the coconut water already, Ellie. Yeah, that's gonna be a very thin smoothie. Well, that's gonna be pretty easy for the Blendtec to blend, anyways. Do you want to put? Oh, you want to put strawberries too? Yeah, let's do strawberries.
I want to put the strawberries, Mommy. I love putting strawberries. I want strawberries, Mommy. Is it finished, the bagel, Mommy?
No, Mommy's recording right now.
Then can I sit on the...
Eddie, do you want to say hi to the people that are listening? You can say hi. After, okay. Okay, so that way we're gonna you're gonna be able to see the difference. Okay, so that's about the same quantity. Okay. So let's start with the Blendtec, and that way we can measure, we can calculate how much time it takes. Ellie, Tony said hi. Do you want to say hi, Tony?
Mommy, I actually touched that.
Okay, please don't touch, okay?
Okay.
I know you know how to make it, but for now, no touching. So here, this actually has like a smoothie button. So we're gonna press that button right now and calculate how much time it needs. Okay, so I forgot to say, when you actually press the smoothie button, it's about a minute. So if you are doing, no, Ali, don't touch the buttons, please. If you are making a smoothie with raspberries, you're gonna want to do it again so that the little seeds of the raspberries are actually smoother. Now we're gonna do with the Blendtec. Oh, sorry, with the Vitamix. So here, I actually never tried that preset, which is supposed to be for smoothies. So I didn't use the temper because it's not thick.
This is my smoothie, Mommy.
Yes, it is your smoothie. Just wait a minute. We're gonna start this one now.
Yes.
Oh, I need to plug it first.
Plug it first.
Well, this is recording. This is being recorded live. So these things happen. You know, it's just like if you were in my kitchen and I'm just showing you this, like, with a nice smoothie at the end. And then right now, oh, okay, the button's right there. It's cool because kids will try to touch these ones and then they don't turn it on and off. Okay, so that must have been a minute to a little bit less than a minute to. I'll calculate it after I watch this recording. But I thought it was the color is a little bit different, but I measured all the same ingredients, about the same. Now it comes down to the texture. So let me see. That was a very easy blend because sometimes when it's thicker, if I would have done the test with my with a vegan raw vegan soup, then you could have seen the difference because the soup is super thicker than a smoothie. But I didn't feel like having soup right now. So let me grab a spoon. So I don't know if I can show you this way right now without pouring it on the counter. It looks pretty similar. Now, like I said, I have done smoothies with the Blendtec in the past, and when there's raspberries in there, it has, you can feel like the little seeds, and it's not very pleasant. Where with the Vitamix, because the blade is sharper, those seeds become so smooth that you don't notice anything. I'll grab a spoon now. Okay, so if you look at the Blendtec, I can actually see some pieces of the cherry skins, where in the Vitamix it's more smooth. Maybe that's why the color is different. Now what I'm gonna do is oh, this one looks like it's okay. Let me pour them in here. Okay. It's just because it's recording that I'm making a mess. Usually it stops dripping everywhere. Thanks so much for the hearts. Thanks so much. Yeah, if you like this video, just click the like button right now. Yeah, so let me put it this way so that I don't mix them up. The color looks slightly different. So see, I feel like the skin of the cherry of the Vitamix is more blended, so it makes a difference with the color. But I think the taste, super good with the strawberries and cherries. The taste is gonna be the same or very similar because it's the same ingredients. But if you look at both, if you're making a smoothie which is liquid enough, it's gonna be basically the same result. But if you want to make nice cream, if you want to make those decadent desserts, if you want your raspberries to be super, super smooth, and if you want to make those date paste or date caramel, the Vitamix is going to be a lot easier, a lot smoother. And the nice cream you can only make in the Vitamix. So you can see at the end of the day, if you're making just smoothies, Blendtec can do it. Actually, the cheapest blender, if you have a lot of liquid, will blend it. So here's my opinion, here's my review. If you have any questions, you can still comment below, and I'll be looking through the comments. I'll be answering your questions. And if you want to see more of my videos, just make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, that you follow me on my Facebook page and my Instagram. And please share if you like this. Ooh, oh, you should have seen this. There are pieces that are not blended. I don't know if you saw that, but there are pieces of strawberries or cherries that were not blended that I just poured into the jar. So you can see it right here. That's one piece. So still works, but definitely Vitamix is higher quality. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please comment, share, like, and if you have any questions, comment below. Otherwise, I will see you again very soon. And I also want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And I hope that you have nice Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping. So take care, and I will see you again very soon.